answer any of them, please let me know.
Okay.
Okay? Do you identify as Hispanic or Latina?
No.
Okay, and which race or races do you identify as?
Asian.
Okay, and any specific ethnic or cultural group?
Chinese.
Okay, and how do you identify your gender?
Female?
Okay, and were you born female?
Yes.
Okay, and in any way, how do you describe your sexual orientation?
Straight.
Okay, thank you. Okay, alrighty. Okay, hang in there.
Alright, thank you. Alright,
Bye.
bye. I'm in New York. Feels weird to say. I haven't been back here in a couple years, but I'm really excited. As some of you may know, I used to go to school here, used to be a college vlogger, YouTuber, and I hated living here when I actually did live here, but now whenever I visit, I absolutely love it. I've been here for a couple days already, and I'm kind of obsessed with it, and I kind of never want to leave. That is a decision to make later down the line, but I'm here temporarily for work stuff. It was a press event with YouTube like a week ago. Since then, I've just been chilling, hanging out in the city, being a New Yorker. I woke up pretty late today. Granted, it is Eastern time. I feel I have a pass because I'm usually on PST, which is like 3 hours behind. I am about to go get some breakfast / brunch. Gonna go to a cafe. Even though I am not home, I demand some avocado toast, and we shall find it. I'm so hungry. My stomach is literally digesting its own stomach lining right now. But I'm loving people watching. It's one of my favorites. I should have kept recording. My food is here. I actually used to eat alone a lot, and I kind of got used to it in college, actually going to NYU, because your schedules just don't end up lining up with your friends. Also, I didn't really have that many friends in college because I was working all the time, but I feel like New York is where I truly learned to be independent, and it comes with the city too, because everyone is kind of just doing their own thing. That's kind of what I love about it though, the independence. Before I went to college, I was so dependent on my family, my mom and my dad to help me do everything. And so New York was kind of like a complete antithesis of what I was used to. But it was a good jump into the deep end for me, I feel. Sometimes you need gradual change and sometimes you need intense, immediate change. And you kind of just see if you sink or swim. New York is just such an independent city. Everyone is kind of doing their own thing, which is why I love it so much. To think that like every single person on the street has their own individual life that they've been living for however many years, and I'm just this tiny little speck of dirt in the universe humbles me. But I really, really love the feeling of being small and insignificant. I think a lot of people want to be remembered and this big impact on society and the world and their legacy. But I don't really care. I like the idea that like everything is kind of temporary, makes you appreciate things more, makes you live in the moment more. I am back on campus. I haven't been here in a long time, and it's actually really different now. Like, it's so much busier than when I used to be here. There's like 10 times the amount of people here, and it's a lot dirtier. Honestly, some of it might be because of TikTok, because like everyone loves Washington Square Park for some reason. It used to be like this oasis for me to study at, sit down on the grass. Oh, I sat down on the grass, and now it looks like I shit my pants, which is not ideal, but you know what? Nobody in New York cares what you look like, what you wear, what your vibe is. It literally is so amazing. You can like wear whatever you want. Nobody judges anyone. You can be whoever you want here. I feel really happy here. I don't know what it is. I think it's like there's a lot of independence here, and whenever I walk through the streets, I just feel like a girl boss. Okay, I think walking is a big part of it. I never used to think I liked walking until I lived in New York, but I think I just love being in a bustling city where everything is so convenient by foot, and it's just so cosmopolitan here, and there's so many different people and cultures, and I feel like I've learned a lot about myself here and learned from other people about just how the world works and how to be more accepting of people, and I don't know, it's just such a diverse culture here. But truly, it is the vibe. Like, the happiness is... But the thing about happiness is, I've been thinking about this for a while. Sometimes I can't tell if I'm actually happy or if I'm just distracted. The times when I was depressed, it was when I was completely letting myself go, letting my brain feel however it felt, and I let myself do nothing. And I was like, wait a second, is this my natural state? All of my life I've just been kind of distracting myself, being busy, doing homework, going to school. But on the other hand, I think I also need to stop overthinking so much about introspection. I think it's good to reflect and think about your life critically, but at a certain point it's like I just need to chill and not take life so seriously. It's not like I don't feel happy in the moment. It's afterwards where I'm like, wait, was I actually happy or was it some fake happiness? But why does it really matter? However I feel should be valid. I just love New York. Sometimes I do think about going back to school and like having regrets about having dropped out of NYU. I just see a lot of my friends who have like corporate jobs and are working in New York and who have, I guess, like the typical career that I was supposed to have. And there's some envy in that, I would say. It just seems simpler, even though I literally know it's not. I think it's like a grass is greener vibe. I don't know. I think being back here just reminds me of what things could have been. There's a lot of times now where I feel like dumber. Like after I left school, I genuinely feel like my brain started to atrophy. It's really frustrating sometimes because I feel like when I'm talking, there's certain words that I want to express, but I just can't find the specific word for it anymore, and it makes me feel really dumb. And I hate that feeling. I think that's something that I lost when I left school, just because I don't really have to use my brain that much in this kind of way, in the critical thinking way, in the analytical way, in the way that academia needs your brain to work. But again, I think it's like grass is greener on the other side vibe. Vlogging in the city does remind me that I'm really lucky that I can just come back here. Like my job allows me to do that. There's always a possibility I can move back. I just can't tell if it's because I'm visiting or if I actually do really like New York. Should I go to happy hour? alone. I've never done that before. It seems kind of scary though, so I don't know if I'm gonna do it. It's good. It tastes like rose and lychee. It tastes like rose and lychee. It's not good. Guys, I swear to God, Jake Gyllenhaal is right beside me. Alert, Jake Gyllenhaal is right beside me. Chili! You let me know if this is him. Miles. See that? Wait, it's literally just a white man. I kind of love New York. Okay, just like walking alone vibes. I know I've talked about this already, but I feel like it's just like, I feel like a girl boss, capital G, capital B. There's something about New York. Maybe it's because I've been brainwashed by years of rom-coms where the lead girly is always some journalist in New York, some magazine editor in New York, but call me brainwashed, I don't really care. Because have I been brainwashed for good? That's a question that I don't have the answers to quite yet. It's also sunset right now. My arm freaking hurts right now. Notoriously, I have been a fan of like LA sunsets, but I feel like New York sunsets with the buildings from high rise are just unparalleled. It's so pretty. I have no bad thoughts right now. Only happiness.